guys? I hope you all are well. It's been a little while, guys. It's been a little while. I hope you're all well, man. Okay, guys, it's that time again. Blizzard Entertainment have made a blog about Diablo 3, balancing and class design for the future of the game, which is really, really cool. And also, guys, PTR is just around the corner. It's probably going to be next week, okay? We'll probably see some sort of post patch notes very, very, very soon. As soon as I know anything, guys, I'll make a quick video for you. Also, guys, the link to all this information is in the description of this video. Right, guys, here we go. Courtesy of Diablo fans. Thank you, Diablo fans, man. Brilliant, brilliant website. Right, okay, guys, so here we go, man. Developers' Insights. Okay, we've been working on multiple content patches for Diablo 3, including patch 267, which has been absolutely fantastic. I've really, really been enjoying 267, which we released last November. This includes 2 new class sets. One for each for the Crusader and the Monk. Both great sets, especially the Crusader set, my god. And heavily revamped Whirlwind gameplay for the Barbarian. My god, I've been enjoying the Whirlwind Barb so much this season, man. My god, it's been great. Absolutely love it. The result was shattering the in-game meta, as a result we were both ambitiously been hoping for and pleased to see. Yeah, things did get shaken up quite well, actually. Still no wish to inform us, though. We'll see, man. We'll see. However, our work is far from done. We are now developing patch 268. And here we go, guys. Patch 268. I want to provide context on the approach we are taking to address class set balance in our future patches before unleashing you into the PTR. Let's dive right in. Okay, guys. Here we go, man. Okay, guys. First up is Paragon and Greater Rift levels, man. Nice post here by Brandy. We look at a ton of data when it comes to balancing Diablo 3. Data comes in many forms, including build guides, gameplay from your favourite streamers, and leaderboards. Most importantly, we should track down our own data internally, which allows us to see a lot more than just the top 1,000 player clears for each category. None of that data should be taken into a vacuum. It will come together to paint a much bigger, consistently shifting picture. Here's a couple of things we consider. Paragon level. Now, I have never been a massive lover of Paragon because, you know, it just the power gain is too high. But, you know, right now D3's life cycle, I can't see them personally changing it. But we'll see what happens here. Individual performers and their Paragon level. Paragon level directly impacts a player's long-time progress. It's also important that this is accounted for when comparing different points of data. The intended design and practice information of each class set. What does this set do best? Does it clear a lot of smaller monsters? Is it good in Rift Guardian Killer? It's the usual sort of roles, guys. RGK, supports, you know, trash DPS, etc, etc. Does it support role? Is it better as a group play over solo? Doesn't need to do something different. And here are a couple of things we specifically avoid when considering an overall class balance. Seasonal buffs and the impact on the overall power. We want to design to be fun, engaging. Seasonal buffs without worrying about how they might impact class balance. And data from seasonal players especially helpful here. Yeah, I completely agree. The current season buff, as fun as it is extremely strong. Extremely strong. So yeah, it's good that that's considered, obviously. Some buffs may be better worth for classes, but this season effects are temporary. We're okay with this, fair enough. Direct one-to-one class comparison. While we want each class to perform similarly, it's still important that classes retain their unique class fantasy. Each class should be able to accomplish similar goals, just in different ways. Good. That's good, man, because it's good that they're trying to balance it out for every class, which is obviously a very, very hard thing to do, because, you know, Diablo is just a massive game of mathematics at the end of the day, you know, so it's a very, very hard thing to do, so I appreciate the bloody difficulty of this, man. Okay, so look at this. When balancing, we need a point of reference to work around. The ideal class set to set performance for Diablo 3 is approximately a GR 130 solo, and it seems that the character has 5,000 Paragon levels. Jesus. That might sound high to some of you and low to others. If so, that's good. It means that we've landed in the middle ground that's beneficial to most players. Okay, so look at this then. So assuming a player is 5,000 Paragon, here's where all the classes landed on average a few weeks into patch 267 on non-seasonal play across worldwide data. Okay, so let's say GR average 130 for Barb, 138 for Sada, 125 for Demon Hunter. Damn, Demon Hunter needs some love, man. Monk 130, Necro 123, Witch Doctor surprisingly 130, and Wizard 130 as well. Okay. And just for fun, here's a similar comparison during the same time frame, upscaled in seasonal play, where many players haven't reached 5,000 Paragon. And you can see here, guys, that bar 135, 136. Wow, look at this. This is crazy. Necro, Witch Starter, Wizard. Obviously, you know, the season buff currently, obviously, you know, massively impacts performance in solo builds, especially. While this is our goal, we also recognise we're not always going to hit it perfectly. Oh yeah. Like many games, Diablo 3 has a lot of mechanical details. Single change can ripple through many parts of the game, so it's important that we're mindful of what each change can affect. We also realise that even with special care, it may take us a few tries to achieve our intended result. This is where player feedback comes in amazingly, guys. You know, so when PTRs are active, you know, send your feedback in, because, you know, we're trying to get the game as balanced as possible, man, so everyone can have fun on their main class. Lovely. To account this, we have a scale of error based on how a class is performing above or below the guideline. Plus, minus 1 to 2 Dorito was very close, probably fine, blah blah blah. Plus 3 to 4 great level. This is the warning zone. We need to watch buffs nerfs in this area, but actually may not be necessary. Time to keep an eye on it. Good. And then 5 or more greater rift levels warrants a significant change. At this range, it's clear that something is over or underperforming and needs to be addressed. Yeah, like the Crusader glitch where you can cancel the animation, for instance. Yeah, so yeah, I can understand that. Cool. Okay, bear in mind this is aggregated data, and above tables only cover overall class performance rather than individual class set performance. Better performing builds may be equalising out weaker ones when it comes out to the broader picture. Because we make changes at the set and new item level, we must additionally pass out data by build performance, whether it's a class set or Legacy and Nightmares base. I do love lot builds, man. The above method is meant to serve as a great example of our approach and inform us when classes are more likely to need attention first. Just a quick thing, I know it's off context, but a quick thing about Legacy and Nightmares builds and Lod builds. It'd be really nice if Lod gem could be socket into a helm, weapon or offhand, because it's so frustrating not having Stricken on any Lod build. I'd love to change that. Oh, guys, here we go, guys. Let's look at the Greater Rift 150 cap. Okay, for those that don't know, Greater 150 is the cap in Diablo 3. It's the highest GI you can do. Okay, here we go. An important note, especially for those of you who have been looking for this answer, we have no plans to increase the Greater Rift level cap beyond 150. As to why, the short answer is because it causes more problems than it solves. Okay, fair enough. A lot of people have hit 150 on the current season because of the seasonal buff. So what else happens here. The long answer is that is continue to expand the endgame through additional Great Rift levels hasn't been the healthiest approach for Diablo 3. At this late stage of game development, we prefer to focus on making the current game the best and most varied experience it can possibly be. Okay, I can understand that. We hope to accomplish this by 1, continuing to add new builds, and 2, improving existing builds that are falling behind, maintaining the cap, and even backing it away from a little, and that is to focus on greater gameplay variety. Okay, that's cool, man. I don't mind that. You know, there is so many builds in the game that are fantastic to play, but they're just not viable. You know, for instance, Witch Starter Zombie Bears and Acid Cloud builds, Zero Dogs. Remember Zero Dogs, guys? Oh, you know, all those builds were so cool, but right now, the are completely broken. Oh yeah, some the Zombie Dogs, man, the old Zero Dogs build, or B, man, like Acid Cloud and Zombie Bears. They just basically just nowhere near high enough DPS. So yeah, I really I like to see continuation of new builds, and especially improving the existing, man. I'm looking forward to that. Cool. Okay, solo versus group design. A common misconception is that we balance solely around 4-player groups. While we certainly take into account group play is not our only focus, because not all players enjoy playing in groups. We want to make sure that the content we're designing can be enjoyed by the most players, so our design decisions should be taken both styles into account. If we were to design solely around one style of play, then the other would be severely impacted and likely a lot less fun. Yeah, I completely agree. I really do think, though, if it's possible, could we get solo self-found in Diablo 3? You know, I don't know if they've got the resources to do it now, because obviously the game is in maintenance mode now, guys, because, you know, Diablo 3 is now in classics mode. You know, it's been taken over by the classics team, and they've been, to be honest, they've been doing a really good job, actually. They've been adding a lot of cool stuff, so I don't know if it's possible. If we could get solo self-found mode, I think a hell of a lot of people would love that, man. I might try it out myself, man. Okay, here we go. There is one notable section. This is 0 DPS, 0 damage per second. So basically, support builds tend to only thrive in group play. The team debate for a long time as whether this is a style we should encourage or actively avoid or possibly even remove. Yeah, that did happen a while ago. Remember support Witch Doctor guys? He used to buff all the damage to the whole group, and he got severely nerfed. And unfortunately, those nerfs really impacted the Witch Doctor in his solo game. So, yeah. Hopefully that gets changed one day. Any Diablo game at its heart is about killing monsters and getting loot, so we considered heavily whether this gameplay fit the spirit of the game we have made. Okay. 0 DPS is a style of gameplay that some players like, but not all do. Personally, I don't like it because I played it for such a long time. I got bored of it. I like killing stuff. We ultimately decided that it's good that there are unique ways to play the game, and we don't want to take that fun away from those who enjoy it. However, we are not actually trying to create more 0 DPS builds. Okay, our intent is to design new item powers and sets that facilitate entirely with the new builds that we can use in solo or in groups. Ooh. New items and powers are coming, apparently. Item powers, guys, that sounds cool. Or to give item support some more of the more requested class skills. Inevitably, regardless of what we add, we know the community will find combinations we never anticipate. That is very, very true. It happens all the time. Literally every season, there's always something broken that needs to be fixed most of the time, and we can't wait to see how those play. Brilliant. Okay, guys. This must be a nerf to Seda. Creative game mechanics and animations. It's got to be the Seda, isn't it? There's been a handful of problematic gameplay styles that have emerged over time, largely due to creative use of snapshotting or taking advantage of the ability to cancel skill animations. There it is. This impedes our efforts at overall game balance, and it makes it very difficult for us to change skills or items without over-punishing the whole class when its tactics aren't used. We're looking at you, Bazooka Wizard, as stutter steppers. we want to be able to address the balance issues in these builds posed, but we also don't want these classes to fall behind as a result of these changes. Yeah. So how we're handling this? It's admittedly going to be a game of whack-a-mole as we make fixes and other issues arise through player experimentation. Our first area concern will be disabling animation cancellation on certain skills. Oh, there we go, guys. Look, the Crusader class is the most subject to this, though not alone, and we were sure that no class falls behind as a result of losing this trick. After we tackle this specific issue, we continue to review and revisit areas of the game where similar mechanics are having a negative effect and impact accordingly and act accordingly. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Yeah, basically, for those that know, basically in the current season, man, with the Crusader, it's possible to cancel your skill animation to make it do a lot more damage. A lot more damage. So, yeah. Thanks for reading. We are reading too. If you have read everything, thank you for your attention and taking time to look through our lens. There's a ton of info here. You might not agree with all of it. That's okay. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Please make sure you're sharing your feedback in your class forum, guys, on the main general forums, or the PTR PVAC forum during our next testing phase. We love Diablo, and we're reading, whether you're reading the global chat or hanging out in our favourite subreddits or bands review through social media, we're glad to share this journey with you. Nice. We hope this lends an industry where our game and teams are hard at work and on the future of health. Thank you for playing. We are grateful to have you with us along the way. Okay, guys. So there you go, man. So that is going to be the approach with the future patches of Diablo 3, man, which is pretty cool. So Great Rift Cap is not going to be increased. What about Torment, though? I wouldn't mind a Torment increase, because even right now, T16 is a joke. We can just blast through it. We can just blast through it. So I want to see a Torment increase, maybe. If they can do GR cap, at least give us a Torment increase, I think, because right now it's just like one-shot C, as usual, you know what I mean? Once you've got half-decent build, you know, you can just blast through super, super quick. And there you go, man. There you go, guys. So all the information we've got so far, as I said at the beginning of the video, I'll put the link to this in the description of this video. What do you guys think, man? What do you guys think? So yeah, guys, PTR should be very, very soon. We'll probably see patch notes probably this week, and I'm hoping for PTR to go live next week, with any luck, So there you go, guys. Feel free to like and subscribe for future content. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, man, and thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, guys. Special shout out to those subs on Patreon as well, guys. Thanks so much for keeping the dream alive, man. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, and have fun in Sanctuary.